back.
back.
Welcome to Squawking Games.
Squawking depressing games.
The only thing that's depressing about this game is the music at Firelink Shrine.
Yeah, and thankfully there's a way to change that.
There's a way to change the theme?
Yes, there's an item that you get much, much later in the game, and I do mean way later, and it's entirely missable.
Oh, okay.
That actually the music in Firelink Shrine, and it makes the music, the second theme that you can get for this place is much cooler.
That's good, because anytime I go here, like, and listen to the music, I just existential depression just
well,
overwhelms.
Talking depression, let's address the thing that I mentioned at the end of the last episode, which was, as of these recordings, or this one in particular, we're a day past the biggest mass shooting in U.S. history. That's just kind of insane.
And that's saying something.
But be careful.
Ugh.
Kind of. Really, the thing that actually bothered me the most was... See, I don't care to wonder whether the guy had, ties to Islam or whatever. If he did, that's him. If he had ties to ISIS, that's him. Whatever. I'm not... It's none of my business.
You can't blame an entire religion on, like, the individual.
No, you cannot, which is what our current president thinks anytime this kind of thing happens, and people want to blame everybody, but it's really just the one dude.
So what was the situation? It was like 50 dead, 53 injured.
Those were the numbers, but I think you might have them backwards.
It was
either way, massive tragedy, and a couple of interesting things came out of that. Again, the thing that bothered me the most was the knowledge that get worse. Major events seem more and more trivial, or you realize the real limits of human depravity. And what do I mean by that? Well, someone pointed out that, with each of these incidents, as things get weirder and worse, as more and more violent human beings come around, other events just get pushed further and further down the list, and they don't seem as bad, even though they are, in reality, equally as horrible. I'm referring to the difference between this shooting and the, damn it, what is it? Columbine? Yeah, Columbine. That one used to be the worst, and now it's been pushed down the list so much, it's baffling, really.
Right?
It was such a big deal when it happened, and this one, of course, will inevitably follow the same path.
Right.
Because history...
If time's an illusion, then why the hell can't we learn from it?
Eventually we do.
Yeah.
Usually the hard way.
Just from the heat death of the universe.
Yep.
But apparently that's like 10 to the 10th degree to the 56th 10 to the 10th power to the 56th power. That's like billion to the 56th power of years, and we're only in like 3.24 billion years right now. So
we're a ways from that.
Yeah.
Which is
so
kind of encouraging when you think about it.
In essentially an eternity, humans will finally learn.
Probably.
Or not.
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
But it's an illusion. It can't tell us anything.
Right? Only...
Circular logic!
Woo!
It goes in circles and circles and circles.
The more questions you ask, the more that you wind up with.
Yeah, because it's just a never-ending stream of BS.
Eh.
But back to Orlando. Something else that was interesting that came out of it, and I don't know if you heard about this. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah?
They actually put on Facebook a thing for you to check in and say, "Hey, I'm safe."
Okay. Like in what sense? Like.
There's a method of, tagging yourself in Facebook to say, hey, I was here at this time.
Oh.
Well, they used that feature to say, hey, are you all right if you're in Orlando and you're near this event? And people actually logged in and went, hey, yeah, I'm fine. This is my proof that I'm here.
Cool.
Which was really nice for anyone who's, trying to keep up with their family. And you burned, 11,000 souls.
That's fine.
They're replaceable.
Yeah. Well, fuck.
Anyhow, so there was that, and I've got some family and some friends down in that area, so it was nice to see that they were okay.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're just doing their investigations, finding out what was up with this guy, and...
Probably insane.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It feels to me, sadly...
You'd have to be insane in order to, like,
okay, insane by some definition, so you know what? Fine, call it what you will.
Yeah, to
But
justify...
everyone's definition of these things is going to be different.
Yeah.
Before the comment section erupts in reasons why we're wrong.
You're acting like people watch this.
I know. Gotta. Because
Right.
at some point they will. And we'll go, no, you were
no.
wrong because of this, 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 and this. Well, we're a day and like we're like a day and a half past the event.
So,
By the
like,
time
in
this
our
actually
20s.
hits YouTube, things will have changed.
Right? Yeah. Time's an illusion, but it still changes stuff somehow.
Very powerful illusion.
Very, very powerful.
I actually kept speaking of illusions and getting to talk about Dark Souls and lighten things up a little bit, kind of.
Yeah, right?
You remember me talking to you about a theory that I had in regards to Ornstein being an illusion?
In DS2?
No, in Dark Souls 1.
Oh. No.
There's actually some more weight that gets lent to that theory if you note where you find his set in this game.
Uh-huh.
And also when you find Smog's stuff.
Uh-huh.
From what I recall, Smog's hammer, when you find it in this game... Spoiler alert, by the way.
It's just
Dark
like...
Souls.
Yeah.
Anyway, when you find Smog's hammer, some of the text description for it reads, Smog was the last of Gwyn's knights to his post in Anor Londo,
Uh-huh.
which would imply that Ornstein at some point left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Well, the dude ate people, so...
and that's Smog, and hey, funnily enough, interesting parallel, Aldrich is known for doing that too.
Oh. Oh, in this universe, to gain power is like...
To consume.
Right?
But Hawkwood tells us that he was just... and he got a knack for devouring people. And eventually he just ate so many people that he bloated and then kind of softened into this weird black muck.
Right? Ugh.
And then he took to devouring more powerful things.
Yeah. Like, the lady boy.
Gwendolyn.
Yeah, thank you.
Which we've talked about. And we'll get there later, and you guys will
Right.
see what I'm talking about if you haven't watched a different playthrough of it already.
Right?
But,
If you can stomach us.
yeah, which, if you
Right?
take us with Pepto-Bismol. And alcohol of your choice.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion.
Upset stomach, diarrhea.
Hey, cherry, Pepto. Oh.
You need to fall back, my friend.
Hey. Okay, whoa. Heyo.
Oh, McMurder again.
Well, I'm trying to get through this like fast, but they're just not letting me.
Really, you don't get through this fast by fighting guys.
Ugh.
You get through it by running.
by ignoring them.
Yeah, which might get you to the boss, but guess what you're not ready for? The boss.
Right.
Because you don't have the levels to handle it.
No.
You can get one-shotted instantly, which... as the words come in out of my mouth, I realize that they're bullshit.
Right?
Because of the one dude who played through all of Dark Souls 1 without getting hit once!
Ugh.
Or taking of damage at all!
Just...
He did it on Twitch!
Ugh.
There's proof!
Yeah.
Did it without getting
Look it
hit
up.
or touched at all!
Look it up.
It's so hard to believe, and yet there's clear evidence
Right?
that someone did this.
Yeah?
And I'm like, props to you. You've got way too much time on your hands, but at the same time, oh my god. Can we put this guy in a record book somewhere? Because that's pretty impressive, really.
Very, very impressive. He could, like, write on that for, like, his entire life.
At least in the gaming scene.
Right.
But eventually it's gonna fade to black. It always does.
See, now that's just depressing. You're getting too much into the whole Dark Souls thing.
What can I say? I actually gave the game a break this week and up until today, and
Woo! Up until today.
now I'm just having to go through my motions again.
Motion.
Not the size of the ship, it's the motion of the ocean. Maybe so, but you ain't getting to England in a rowboat very quickly. Jeff Foxworthy reference for those of you who are into that. Anyway.
You might be a redneck if... Insert joke here.
If you go to a family reunion looking for a wife.
Right. All of your decorative, like, salad bowls say Cool Whip.
If over half of your Tupperware reads Cool Whip.
Yeah, that's all I got for
that
now.
was more accurate. Anyway,
Back
to the lore talk, though.
Lore.
It would seem that Ornstein at some point gave up on his post at Anor Londo and bailed, leaving Smog alone to watch the place.
Yeah.
And really, given what the powers that we see Ornstein being able to swell in size because he absorbed Smog's soul, which that could go either way.
Yeah.
Apparently, absorbing fallen souls, like on the spot, was just the way of things.
Well, that's the thing that literally the Chosen Undead in every single game does, but for some reason it's
no.
Like less so for us. Like
the thing that I'm talking about, you only see it happen in the Ornstein and Smog fight and one of the optional fights in this game, wherein beat one of the bosses, and then the second roadkill. The second phase actually shows the second entity, whatever it is, absorbing the first one and adding its power. Like we see Smog absorb Ornstein, or vice versa.
Through mitosis.
Something like that. But the thing that makes it most interesting to me is that Ornstein pursuit of something or someone, and because I hope you've stayed away from the lore.
I really just play the game.
Okay, well, you're gonna love where this seems to imply to go, because there's been a character that we've never really known the identity of, and we kind of get an idea as to who it might be, or at least we get a good implication as to who it might be.
Alright.
And it all comes from a bonus area much later in the game, but damn it if I don't love implications that the lore has.
Right.
Because it's just so fantastic. It explains so much.
Right. And most
Even
times,
though, conversely, it fucks with about... When did Souls 1 come out?
2010, I think?
It
2012?
fucks with 6 years of fan canon.
Awesome.
And throws it right out the fucking window. But it does kind of lend some clarity to said canon. It just leads it in a different direction.
Alright.
Oh, bye!
Alright.
So that happened.
Yeah?
Well, it sounds like it's in a Bridge series episode.
Right.
Like, so that's a thing.
Well, that's pretty much what all Abridged series do. They don't focus on all the things that the anime characters focus on for... I don't know, I'm watching Kill la Kill, and anytime, like, something cool happens as it does in anime, they focus on it for, like, a good, like, solid 30 seconds. Like,
And then, alright, moving on now.
Right. They're like, oh, they something happened. They're like, oh, that happened. Let me show you my thoughts on what I think about that happening.
Okay, that right there, that little move. There's a critical version of that only other players our size or NPCs will use. Either the backstab or the front stab. Or the riposte. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome for. Yeah.
You fed that one to me. Oh, hey, she dropped something.
Prism Stone.
So she did.
I was here.
Henri.
Ornery.
Dear Henri. Poor thing. Anyway.
She misses her buddy.
Yes, she does. Anyway. And I want implications so bad, but it's going to be a massive spoiler for later in the game if I do.
Well,
and I don't care if I spoil it for the internet, but
right?
you.
Because you have to, because I'm literally right here,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Oh, I want to talk about it so bad, but I can't. Anyway,
Think about something else.
I will think about something else.
All right.
And in this instance, it's going to be my discovery. Questline does function just disjointedly enough. You don't have to follow it to complete Henry's questline. In one sense, anyway.
Yep. Well.
Too close.
Huh?
You
Woo!
got so lucky.
Woo!
Bye.
Amazing.
Bowl him over. Hard right. Kill him.
Fuck.
That dick. Come here. Well, you know what? Here.
You
just,
come back here and you die.
on second thought, it might be in your interest to just run for the next bonfire.
Gotta get this guy.
The dude who throws those little urns that spawn the soul things.
Right.
And careful, there are like bits in the floor that will trigger them too.
Ugh.
Look out!
This entire area is just trying to murder me.
Violently.
Stop.
Hard right. Book it down this hallway and watch for a passage that'll be on the right side, past these two guys.
Ignoring you.
Right there. Watch it. There's another skeleton ball thing that comes down.
Yeah, there it is.
Back up.
Alright.
This way. Fire.
Bonfire. Blah.
Safety.
Doorknob.
Except for now, we do have to kill them.
Right. We have to...
Thankfully, you've gotten most of the items that this area has to offer, aside from whatever we ran immediately past, so... I think we're doing okay, actually. I wish these guys would actually drop the Vertebrae Shackles, because it's a rare drop for them. I don't feel like grinding them.
Damn it.
It's okay, you hit the bonfire, which means you'll just respawn here.
Alright. Radical.
How we doing on time?
We are about halfway through.
Okay. We're getting stuff done.
Getting a whole lot of stuff done.
Oh boy, here we go.
We reached the bonfire.
So, we can follow the way the skeleton ball thing. Continue on.
Lead us.
Careful, he's gonna rebound real quick.
Oh.
Oh!
Okay. Alright.
Probably should have warned you about that first.
Okay.
And we're not embered here, so there's an invasion that'll happen in here, and you can ember up if you want to see it, but...
let's deal with these rats. Whoop, whoop.
It's actually a nice invasion to cheat the skeleton ball thing to your advantage.
Alright. Oh, okay. I was caught in a wall there.
Oh, happens a lot down here.
Damn.
The black hand hat. You get the lawn door set, that white lawn door set looks exactly the same. Anyway.
Shouldn't there be a lever?
You can actually see where it used to be on the other side of those bars.
Yeah,
but it's broken.
Yeah.
Go work the thing.
Let's get the thing. Alright.
Oh, did we ever upgrade the sword?
Yes.
Okay.
We need another,
Titanite scale to do it.
Yes. How many times has this thing been upgraded?
Boss weapons.
Wow.
Boss weapons will upgrade 5 times.
So how do we get scales?
Scales are usually only... You'll either find them in some rare cases, but mostly the giant Titanite lizards drop them.
Alright. Alright. Olay.
Careful.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Skeleton
that wall
ball.
right there is exactly where the ball bounds.
Alright.
Which, if you can get something trapped in that, it'll take continuous damage.
Alright.
Which is so wonderful.
Cool.
Oh, so bitchin'.
Bitchin'.
Alright.
Itching for a bitchin'.
Let's head through that doorway to the left.
Alright. Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Do 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 do.
And, here. This should be a... We use one.
Alright. Okay.
Now, turn around and get right outside the door of this passageway. Right about here. Turn around.
Oh.
There's Sorig.
Oh!
Look what he's got!
He's got the fucking...
Fume Ultra Great Sword.
Awesome. Can he use it?
Oh, he can, and because if he hits you with it, chances are it's gonna one-shot you. Try and
Amazing.
keep him in the area where the ball thing rolls through, though, because you can use it to your advantage.
Alright.
He acts like he's kind of aware of it, but not completely.
Alright. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay.
That famous little move is a stomp move, which I've never seen it work. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a shield bash.
Whoa.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that moveset's almost exactly the same as it was in Souls 2, aside from the move that acts as kind of a block and then a hit.
Right.
That's the only thing that's really been replaced. And don't back up too far, because there's another one of the red-eyed skeleton dudes back down this way. Not have the ability to heal? I thought he had an Estus Flask.
He just seems to have the, well, he's an invader, so...
Yeah, but invaders can heal too, albeit to a far more limited extent.
Woo!
Alright, so we beat him.
My thanks.
Which is technically
Kingslayer.
a Warcry gesture, just renamed.
Kingslayer ring. What does that
Nightslayer.
do?
The Night Slayer ring, which is... Enemies lose more stamina when guarding attacks.
You said Eminees.
So I did.
Yeah. Alright.
Now, we can find him again later, in another area, kill him there, and then we get his stuff.
Cool.
All of it, that is.
All of it.
Careful, there are slimes that will drop from the ceiling in here.
Oh. Hate those things.
Literal piles of garbage. And there's also some fun friends who we're not very fond of down this passage.
The fucking pinwheel skeletons.
Bone Wheelers!
Shout out to Berserk. Berserk.
Was that their thing first?
Yeah. There's a... I think they show up in, like, one panel, and, like, one of them is, like, saying jerk. That's all I can remember.
Huh.
Out.
Death battles lately, and... See, I'd love to be able to, like, warp in-universe from where the characters are from and go, hey, so you want to participate in this?
Right.
Here's the rules. I know you don't like to kill, but here, you have to.
Alright.
Which only applies to certain guys. I mean, did you see the most recent one with Joker and Sweet Tooth?
Yep.
See, that was brilliant because literally the first rule of Death Battle is voided.
Right.
Any restraint against killing someone has to be removed. No problem here. They're both murderous assholes anyway.
Right. Ugh. Joker is the fucking best.
He is, and... You know, I was worried for like a second, but then I remembered this is a guy who's fought Batman to a standstill on like 2 occasions, and
several occasions.
Yeah, several. 2 that I can remember clearly, like literal hand-to-hand situation. Additionally, he can take some serious shit. He's like Vegeta in that he gets the living hell kicked out of him 90% of the time, but he never dies.
Right.
And that's not necessarily just from Batman not willing to kill him. That's just him being a tough motherfucker.
Right. The crazy ones are always the, oof,
Just such
Crazy.
a good fight. That and I love how once again it came down to an element that they talked about, but they couldn't necessarily address the in-depth details of it. Kind of like how with Gara and Toph.
yeah.
Toph can sense Earth, but they neglected to mention she can detect it from anywhere, whether it's connected to the ground or not, until after the fact.
Well, yeah, that's the kind of trope that Deathbell likes to do,
Well, and they kind of have to, because otherwise it becomes very clear who's going to win.
right? Oh,
And the same goes.
and if they
His
did that
Venom's
for,
his
like,
trump card, but they didn't. That I hadn't noted that he's essentially off the entire Justice League with it before,
yeah,
and oh, just that was so good.
right,
Such a good fight.
so good.
The one thing that I take issue with out of that whole thing, bullshit. One missile from Sweet Tooth's thing would not have blown away the Batmobile.
Yeah,
Even the Joker Mobile, which is just the Bat.
yeah,
It's literally the same thing. There's no way that missile would have done it in.
Yeah.
Well placed or not, man.
well, they had to get the fight going along somehow, which I don't
Which
know.
is fine, but I don't call bullshit on stuff very often. It would have. I would have liked to have seen like the actual full-powered Sweet Tooth, like the Sweet Bot. Probably should have been the thing that actually did in the Batmobile.
right,
The Sweet Bot itself would have done it in. I'd have bought,
right,
but it never even transformed until after Joker had already blown a tire out.
right. Ugh, finally, holy crap!
Yeah, those guys get.
That
It's
took
weird.
way
The
longer than
first
it needed
pair
to.
of them that you encounter are like the simplest, but their
Uh-huh.
difficulty seems to scale incredibly fast.
Ugh.
There's only like 5 pairs of those dudes you'll encounter in this game,
Yeah.
and the last pair of them are the biggest dicks. Oh my!
Sure, I'm so sure. Ugh.
Oh, there's an opportunity here.
Do, 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 do. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, can you like turn the camera where you can look down?
Yes.
Let's take a look. See, oh, we can't see anything down there yet.
It's water.
Lots of water.
Okay.
There's a view from later on in this area that we can see.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. That's how we get there. Shit. Okay.
All right. Do, 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 do.
Oh, hey! I never
Wow.
found that.
Yep.
I feel stupid.
Well,
I never even saw that fucking lever
the
there.
more you know.
Don't run across that
Why?
because you're gonna miss Henri.
Oh.
Too
Oh, I
late
can
now,
I can
bro.
I can always come back for him. Yeah.
I suppose you can.
Oh, come on. Laters. Oh, I got one of them.
Got one. Henri's up on a secondary path up to the left. Yep, she's hanging out up there among the rocks. We can't get back to her now, but
Damn.
if we beat the fight, we can cross again.
Yep.
Because it's boss time.
Not yet. Shrine bonfire.
You know, level up.
Yep.
Your call.
Ugh. Oh dear. This. Ugh.
We're
Oh
already
dear.
on the time.
Almost up. We got about a minute left.
Well, tell you what, for the sake of pacing with this whole thing, we'll cut it off here, and we'll pick it up again once Brother Man here has gotten back to the boss door.
Brother man. All right. Well.
Oh, while
that's-
we're here, before we go, actually, head through that doorway behind her, because you've got things to give people.
Ooh.
What's up, lady?
Who are you?
Champion of Ash,
She just looks so depressed.
do you wish to hear a tale?
Arena of Korea.
Oh,
There are 4 Braille Divine Tomes to give her.
Two.
You can only give her 2 of them for her respective quest line endings, though.
Ah.
There's 2 you have to actively avoid giving her
Oh.
if you want the good ending.
I pray for your safety.
Just to
There's 2
to tease him.
There's 2 divine tomes, and then there's 2 dark tomes. We're learning like the hexes or the dark miracles.
Uh-huh.
If you give her the dark miracle ones, she eventually starts to go kind of insane or go hollow. And if you remember the giant dude who was guarding her before, he kinda doesn't like you for doing it.
Oh. Well, of course not. You kind of made her insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright. Well. Episode.
Oh wait, what about Cornix? Is there a Pyromancy tome to give him?
I think so. I think this is like the one that he can't read because...
No?
Let's find out. Give...
Yes, with this
Sophisticated. And... Yep. Yep.
Right.
See, he can't read that.
Nope.
description.
Wait.
From the catacomb.
This tome is from the
See, he knows where it's from, but he doesn't, like...
Wait. The teacher learns alongside the pupil.
Oh.
He can learn these. The next 2 tomes that you'll find, he cannot.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Well.
Because one is the Grave Warden Pyromancy. No, you know what? There's 3 tomes, I think.
Semantics.
There's one more tome we can give him, but we'll figure that out next